As we look at products in the Microvellum library, we're going to encounter a bunch of formulas, some of which may seem confusing at first until broken down. Let's start with this one-door base product. Let's just go down to the based fixed shelf edge and the width for that part. We have a VLookup function. Well, I copied and pasted this into Word so that we can mess around with it here instead of having that whole worksheet to deal with. And I also went into the Excel help file and pulled up the parameters for the VLookup function. We have the lookup value, the table array, which is the range of values that we're searching through, the column index, which is the value that we want to return in that specified column, and range lookup, which means do we want to approximate this lookup value or do we want an exact value. So getting back to the actual formula, we have VLookup, which is the function that we're using. The fixed shelf edge is our lookup value. However, the fixed shelf edge is not what we're looking up, it's a prompt. So let's go back to the spreadsheet, go to the Prompts tab, and scroll down till we find that fixed shelf edge prompt, and we want to find the value that it has. And right now, it's assigned edge banding. So going back to the formula, the lookup value that we're looking for is edge banding. Next, it's time to go to the table array, which is where we're looking for this lookup value. And that is a G exclamation mark, which tells us it's in the global variable file, but it's a lookup table, shelf edges fixed. So let's close out of the spreadsheet, access the specification groups, the global variable file, and this time we're going to go up to View and Show Lookup Tables. Down at the bottom we have the different table names, so let's go down to the actual table name that's listed in that formula, which is Lookup Table, Shelf Edges Fixed. Going back to the formula again, we have the function, we have our lookup value, which is edge banding. We found our table array, which is this lookup table, and we have the column index that we want to return. We have edge banding, which is the lookup value. We have this entire lookup table, which is our range of values, and the column we want to return, this is column 1, column 2, column 3, so we actually want to return the edge width for edge banding. Comma false, which is our range lookup, which means we do not want to approximate what this value is. We want an exact value. However, this doesn't really have to be specified when looking up text. If we're looking up numbers, then you have to specify whether you want an absolute value or an approximation.